Don't forget, the world economy is going to go into recession. The whole world economy is going to go into recession. They say UK, the West. The whole world is going to go into recession. Keep your money properly. So many banks will be closed down in 2023. The world economy is going to go into recession. I'm saying this. Because we say bank. But the starter says Ketu is ruling. And so the world is going to go into
breaking news. The second largest banking failure in the history of the United States has just happened. Silicon Valley Bank, SVB, a 40-year-old bank, just went under in 48 hours. What really happened? As at Wednesday, the bank announced that they were attempting to raise about $2.25 billion in capital, maybe through any form of public offer, but they could not. And so they began to find a way to get buyers. Now, when tech companies and venture capital companies, which this bank has concentrated its niche in, suddenly heard about that information, following also the crypto-focused bank called Silvergate Bank that just collapsed, these companies began to make withdrawals. Between Wednesday and Thursday, over $42 billion have already been withdrawn. And at the close of business on Thursday, SVB was having a negative cash balance of over $900 million without any collateral. And that has forced the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, which is the equivalent of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation over here in Nigeria, to seize the bank and withhold deposits. What will happen now is that all insured deposits to the tune of a maximum of $250,000 per account is going to be repaid beginning from Monday. But as we speak today, all of those things that have happened in the life of this 40-year-old bank has seen to the collapse of the bank in a spectacular manner. Actually, by that Wednesday, the stock began to lose its share price. Up to 60% of the share price collapsed on Thursday. And on Friday, during pre-market, before trading began, it had already lost another 60% as at Friday before trading began. And so the trading on that particular stock was halted to forestall any form of total collapse. And as I speak to you, on Friday this morning, this bank has completely collapsed and there was no trading on the stock of the bank. What is the implication of all of this? Well, as a result of the increasing interest rates and all of that, the difficulty in raising capital through initial public offerings, now these venture capital and tech companies, located, the Silicon Valley is the headquarters of technology companies in the US. So these companies could no longer enjoy access to IPO funds from the public because of the cash crunch and all of those difficulties in the financial space. What they did was now to begin to make withdrawals from their own accounts to fund most of their businesses to expand their operations. And all of these forced withdrawals that happened almost spontaneously has led to this tragedy of the collapse of this bank. I'd like to hear what you have to say about this, but this is why we need to be very careful to always follow fundamental analysis to pick stocks. Actually, nothing really was too wrong, but if you follow the reports in the news, maybe you won't be a victim of the trapped funds and, of course, the shares that are now unsold in Silicon Valley Bank. Bank collapse can happen anywhere, in America, in Europe, in Africa, anywhere. So make sure that you understand financial reports so that you can be able to interpret the health of an institution, be it a bank or a company that you are trying to invest in. And this is why you need to